The need to keep up and constantly compare yourself to others is the biggest thing holding, I feel like, almost everyone back financially, I guess physically and mentally too. So, what does keeping up and comparison always mean, or competing? I feel like me keeping up, I kind of use the example of keeping up with the Jones, where you have these neighbors and they move in next to you and they have all nice clothes, they have nice car. So this in your head is like, dang, look at my car, look what I'm driving. Perfectly fine, by the way. Look at the clothes you wearing. They're perfectly fine, but they got designer clothes. They got more expensive clothes. They got more expensive car. So now you like, man, you go take out a loan. Boom, you taking out money to just get a nicer car, to get nicer clothes, to keep up with them. But then they're just ramping it up every week, something new, boom, new, nicer car than the other nice car. You can't keep up with them, and by the time you try to keep up with them, you end up going broke. You in debt now. You worse off than you were when they came. Now I don't know if this is the end of the story, but I like to add this to parts of the end of the story too. Come to find out, bro, when they came in to the neighborhood with all the nice clothes and car, whatever, and you just had your old reliable car, your old nice clothes, your house how it was, you had more money than them. You were more stable than them because they were doing what you did when you try to keep up with them, take out loans, do all this. So now, y'all broke this in debt. But your constant need to keep up and compare yourself to them is what led you to your bad financial state and also bad mental state. When you so caught up with everybody else and having to keep up with everybody else, having to have nicer clothes than everybody else, have to have something they have. If they got this car, I need to have a car like this. I can't get the cheaper car that's more reliable because, man, they're going to be look cooler in that car. They're going to get more than me. When you live in that, bro, that's depressing because it's a never-ending cycle. It's a never-ending competition, bro. You ever met somebody who always got to compete with you, who always got to have a sadder story than you, always got to have nicer clothes than you? If you do something, they always got to say they did something like that, but better. They're exhausted, right? And you know they're not happy because they always have to compete with you, bro. That's just how it is in the financial world, but I guess that could be like mental world too. But always having to compete with somebody and always having to, it's not even got to be competition, but always having to have something on part of them, bro, would make you, bro, it would make you mentally exhausted. It will, bro, it would, you get put in a rat race almost. Like, you know that circle thing that's hamsters running constantly because there's always bigger fish in the sea, bro. There's always your neighbor's been in your neighbor down the street richer, but then down the street they richer. So you competing with all these people and you're buying all these things and you don't even like them. You're buying these new shoes and you don't even really like the new shoes. It's that one, everybody getting them. Two, they're expensive, so that when people walk down the street to see you, I'm like, man, he got money, man, she got money, stuff like that, bro. It's for other people's approval. And when you live for other people's approval, you'll never be happy because why would you seek approval from an imperfect world? We are imperfect people, bro. So why would we seek approval from each other? Why do we do all this to seek approval for each other to make one person to think, oh, he's richer, he's so cool? That don't matter, bro. It's fleeting. People's opinion change every minute. They might see you with the new shoes, but then you got jeans that not as expensive as your shoes. I'm like, man, he faking it. And now all that hard work he just went for his approval is gone out the window. So not only will comparison and always having to keep up, it's gonna hold you back financially because you're spending money, you're going broke to look rich basically. But it's gonna mess you mentally, gang. When you mentally always gotta compete with somebody, you mentally always gotta be better with somebody, bro. It's exhausting. It's like what Kanye said, bro. If every time somebody asks you something or whatever, you gotta say the right answer. What's the most time you was nervous and most scared in school? A test. Everything a test. If every time someone has something you have to better them, bro, your whole life is just a game and not even a fun game. A game where you always gotta compete. Bro, like I said a long time ago, only person you should be competing with and being better with is the version of yourself before you. Only person. That's a healthy competition, bro. That's the only person you want to be better than because you don't know about other people, bro. But you can always try to be better than yourself. So, I feel like, even me, I done had this problem before. I had to definitely kind of step back because I wouldn't say necessarily I was always competing with other people. I never really cared for that, but the need to have things to look a certain way, to look like, oh, I gotta have this, so I think I'm popping or whatever. And I'm not saying there's anything against designer clothes, but I like designer clothes too. I like designs like that. and they do make you feel good. That is just true. Having stuff that is more expensive to wear, it does make you feel a certain way, and it does get that attention. But if you solely doing this for others, bro, I just would implore you to just take a step back. Even if you want to wear designer clothes, all that, ain't nothing wrong with that. But look for stuff that you actually like, bro. Don't just look for everything that's popular. Don't just look for something that is just to impress other people, basically, bro. Because when you doing that, bro, your life is gonna become exhausting because you always working. That's it for this video, bro. I love y'all. I'm finna upload some shorts today, bro. Hope y'all having a great day. I hope y'all having a great 2026.